Hey everyone, my name is Kim and I am from Kim Krafty's Corner, and I would like to start by saying hi and introduce myself a little bit. I live in Tennessee. I am 32. I am married. My husband is a truck driver, so he is on the road about 350 days a year. And I spend most of my days crocheting. I also make custom tumblers, and I do sew as well. And there's a bunch of other crafts that I do here and there. So those will pop up from time to time. I decided to start my channel by doing Veda for every day in April. I was going to do Amigurumi April. So thank you to Kim from Blue Cherub for the idea. And me and her is going to kind of show some different projects. We've compared notes to try to show as many different patterns and projects as possible to try to give you guys an idea of maybe things you want to make. I do a ton of craft shows, especially in the fall. That's when I do most of my craft shows, and so I do make several hundred stuffed animals a year. And I thought I want to try out a bunch of new patterns this month, and this is my way of trying to do it. So I want to get started by showing what I've made over the last about 3 weeks, just to kind of catch everybody up. I kind of lost my motivation there for a while after the holidays because I had so many craft shows and it was just exhausting doing the same stuff. And that's why I'm hoping with Veda that I'm going to try a bunch of new things and find some more projects to add in, because I've got my core items that are insanely popular, but it does get kind of boring doing the same things. So with that said, the projects I'm going to show you, most of those are my big sellers. And I will be doing more of these later this month, and I'll go more in depth about the patterns. But I'm just going to breeze through. I've got them all in a big pile over here, and I'll show you what I've made. This is normally what I make in about a week, but this is taking me 3 weeks to get this much. So I have been slower than normal, but it'll get better. So the first thing, I know this is a really popular pattern, but it's Timothy the T-Rex. Now, the thing about these, I sell so many of these. At my last show that I did last year, I was actually assembling them there at the show. I had done like all the parts, but I just didn't have time to assemble, because we all know how much fun that is. And I was literally assembling them, putting them on my table, and they would sell instantly. So I could have probably sold 100 more of these had I had them. So I've done this one. These are, I love this yarn. And this is their light pink, which I'm pretty sure is called just pink. And then this is the light purple. So I've got this one. I will go into more details about what colors sell the best for me and stuff like that as I come across them. But solids do well for the Timothy the T-Rex. I'm sorry if you hear barking. I've actually got Baxter. This is my medical service dog, Baxter. And we're right next to the window, so there's cars passing by. And dogs will be dogs sometimes. Even service dogs are prone to act like dogs. This one is in Red Heart Super Saver Melon Berry. That's my first time using this color, and I just love how it's came out. This one came out really cool. I love the colors in this one. And then I've got one more of the T-Rexes. Got this one. And this is again in Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn. In the light green, which I'm pretty sure may be called Ocean. And then this is Lemon Ice. This yellow is. I have a bunch of this because I've made a couple motif animals using these colors. And so I've just been using them to make these, because pastels and bold colors sell just as easily. Solids sell really well in those. Now the next thing I have, this is the first time I've made this one. This is the Chubby, Josephina, and Jeffrey Elephant by Ira Rott. This is another paid pattern. And I just love how this one turned out. This one can't fit it all in the, there we go. This is all, I love this yarn again. I usually use Red Heart Super Silver, but I have used a lot of I love this yarn lately. But this is kind of the medium purple. Inside the ears is the pink, and it's got sparkly in it. And then I've got Aaron, Red Heart Super Silver, and Aaron is the kind of claws, I guess they are, maybe, on that. And this one works up so fast as well. I've not sold any of these yet. This is the first one I've done. I've not even posted this one on my Facebook. But I'm definitely going to be doing some more of these. But this is super cute. I love all of our Watts patterns. They're just so much fun to make. But that's a good... Oops, sorry if I shook the camera there. That's just a good, easy, quick, adorable pattern. The next thing I have, I always use... I'm horrible about my scraps. I admit it. If it's big enough to make, I have 4 or 5 things that are little that I make. If it's big enough to make one or more of those, I keep it, and I make that. If it's not, I just throw it away, because I have too much stuff anyways to be having that much extra, and I go through so many skeins of yarn. So one of the little things that I make are these little octopus. Everybody's seen them. Nice, free, easy pattern. They've got the little spiral tentacles. These, at my last craft show, I sold 40 of these in one weekend. So, and it's another one of those things, if I would have had more and more different colors, I would have sold more. But the previous show that I went to, I didn't sell any, so I didn't make any more. And well... So this is a speckled yarn. It's a blue speckled yarn. This is Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn again. I just love speckled yarn. So I've got that one. And then to use up the rest of that green after I did the T-Rex, I made one in that light green. Like I said, I believe this one might be called Ocean. I'm not sure, but the light green from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn again. And then one of my absolute favorite patterns, it's by a designer called Not Too Shabby, K-N-O-T. She actually has a book coming out in a few weeks, which I'm super excited about. And why I love her so much is she builds off the animal to make it more where you don't sew limbs on. You just sew in ends. So I made this cute little Brontosaurus. This pattern is a paid pattern off of Etsy. I will have all the links down below of the patterns that I've used for these. But this is so cute. What you do is you make the head, and then you start the body and you attach the head. And then you finish the body, and then you leave stitches open to do the tail and the feet. And again, this is one that is super popular because it's so small. And it comes together in less than 2 hours for me. I'm able to sell them for a good price point. And these are really popular. Dinosaurs altogether are popular. But this is the light purple from I Love This Yarn. So this is lighter than that elephant was. So super cute. This is the only one of these that I have made right now. I think I maybe have one left over for my show. I will go into my... leftovers from my previous shows so you can see what I had and what I'm starting with this year, which is not a lot. So I'm having to start pretty much from scratch. Now this is one of my favorite little elephants. I didn't make too many of these last year, and I wish I had made more, because I sold out of these at my first show last year, and I just did not have a chance to make any more. But this is Peanut the Elephant. And this is made where you make the head, you make the ears, and you put them together, and then you make the body. Some people attach the head up here, but then you have to weight it down. I just find it much easier to attach it like that. But this is Joann's yarn. This is their what is their yarn? Big Twist, sorry. And it is one of the rainbow confetti colors. Super cute. This is my favorite yarn of all times right here. Anything speckled, I love. The inside of the ears is just Red Heart Super Saver in white. And this is, again, a really easy pattern. I can actually sit down and make one of these, one of the T-Rexes, and one of the Brontosauruses in one day without cramping up anything else. So this is another one of those about 3-hour projects, and it's super cute. It is a paid pattern on Ravelry, and it's Peanut the Elephant. Again, everything will be linked below. And then with that one, I've also made this one. And this is the yarn inside the ears for this one is, I believe this is Royal by, or it might be Blue by Red Heart Super Saver. And the green is Crafter's Choice, or Crafter's Secret from Joann's, or not Joann's, I'm sorry, Hobby Lobby, which is similar to Red Heart Super Saver Spring Green. We just can't get spring green around here, so I'd pick this up for now, and it's super cute, and I just love this one. So I have 2 Peanut the Elephants done, and I will definitely be making some more of those this month. Now, speaking of Kim from Blue Cherub, I blame her for this one, because she made, in some of the first videos I saw of hers back several years ago, I guess maybe 2 years ago now, she made a bunch of these giraffes, and she got them out of a book. It's the pattern is from Voodoo Maggie, and I'm going to put the pattern down below. I just do not recommend it if you are a first-time crocheter, because I have crocheted about 40 of these, and I still struggle with the pattern. I've actually had to go through and write notes because you don't get the counts at the end of the lines, and some of the counts, they don't add up all the time, and it's just a poorly written pattern. I don't know if it's any better in the book. Kim will have to answer that for us. But it's not the easiest pattern in the one to follow. But once you do get the hang of it, they are super cute. And again, this is another one of those that I can finish in about 3 hours. And it is one that I sold out of last year as well. I don't put the tails on them because too many things that children can pull. I've had problems with that at craft shows, but nobody's ever commented about a tail, so it's never been a problem. But I have this one, super cute. This is the light yellow, the lemon ice again, and this is lemon from Red Heart Super Saver, and the bottom is lemon as well. Now, I get asked a lot on Facebook through messages and so forth, what colors sell the best at craft shows? My 2 best sellers are right here. This one is Banana Berry. And if you can get your hands on this, I highly recommend making some. I actually have some of this in a package that I'm sending to Kim because it is amazing what people react to this. Anything that I have had in this color in my booth is picked up the most, and it's one of the first things to sell. So again, this is Red Heart Super Saver and Banana Berry, and this is the bright yellow from Red Heart Super Saver and also on the feet. But this is definitely one of my top sellers for colors. Again, I'll go into more details about solids that sell the best and the multicolors, but I highly recommend at least a couple of these because this is a very good neutral, because it does have blues and all in it, but I find just as many girls like this as boys. So I highly, highly recommend this color if you can get it to make stuffed animals because it works up super cute. I had a elephant in this last year. I had T-Rexes in it, and I had some of the Brontosauruses in it, and they all sold very quickly. So definitely, definitely get Banana Berry. And then the last of the giraffes. I think this is called Lucy the giraffe in the book. In the actual pattern, it's called Baby Giraffe. But I believe in Voodoo Maggie's book, it is called Lucy the giraffe. But this is Bonbon print. And this is turquoise. I mix Bonbon print with turquoise. And I also mix it with I believe it's Pretty in Pink. The bold bright pink. Both work really well. So this again, I sold out of every single thing I had in this print, and it was the very first things that I sold last year was in this print. So in one show, whatever is in this print and the Banana Berry sell every time. So I highly recommend Bonbon print. Now I've got one more thing to show you. And this is by a fellow YouTuber, Hooked on Owls. And this is her owl pattern. And I messed this one up a little bit. But it's such a fun pattern. I've got the Banana Berry down here. This is that bright green again from Crafter's Secret. This is one of the gold colors from Red Heart Super Saver. I believe it's saffron maybe. And then of course white, coffee, and black, all from Red Heart Super Saver. Now, where I messed up, besides the eyes being a little wonky, which it's not as wonky once you flatten it out, I didn't do the granny squares for the side right. Mine are kind of more oval. I didn't put the corners in. This is what happens, excuse me, when you are crocheting something and you're severely sick and you're trying to assemble something. You just mess it up. But still, it's cute. I highly recommend this pattern. It is a lot of fun to make. And you can make it so many different colors. But I will definitely link this one below as well. It is available on Ravelry. So that is what I've made in the last 3 weeks. Which I know seems like a lot. But this usually is what I make in a week or less. So I'm hoping, doing an amigurumi April, I will be a lot more productive and ready to go. I do have over 40 amigurumis in different stages of being finished. That does not include the list of everything I want to do this month, because I actually have over 30 projects I want to do this month. I sent Kim my list and it's quite lengthy, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. And it's definitely going to allow me to test out some new things and find some new of these few hour projects for my shows, because I do put a lot of the ones I've showed you today, the T-Rexes, the elephants, and the giraffes. I use a lot of those in my show. So if I can find more that I can do in 3 hours or do 2 or 3 of in a day, that's great for me, because I can sell those for good money. One day I'll go through and I'll tell you exactly how I price it, because I do live in a small town. So I don't charge what a lot of people charge. I charge what, if I was going out, what could I afford on my family's average income? What would I feel confident paying is what I charge. And if I can't, sorry, I've got double ear infection, but if I can't, if I wouldn't pay that much, I don't charge it. So, and I know I charge less than some do on certain things, but it works for me. This is what I do, but it's not what I do for a living. My husband takes care of that. So what I do is I earn money because medically I cannot work. So this allows me just to earn that extra money and fulfill my time. Like I said, I do other things. I do sew. I do custom tumblers. You've got the stainless steel tumblers that, you do different designs and stuff on. I'll show some of those in time. And I just find stuff that occupy my time that I enjoy. So as long as I make enough to make the yarn back, to pay for the booth, and to make a little bit of profit, I'm fine with that. Some people still say my prices are too high. I don't know. But that's something that, you know, I'll talk about in a different video. But I look forward to getting to know everybody in the community, and thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe, and I will be back tomorrow with the projects that I'm working on today. So I hope to have at least a couple more amigurumis to show you tomorrow, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.